Hello guys, it's Ben again. Holly always knows when there's a camera, doesn't she? Hey Holly! So, the table is finished. So all I had to do really was stain the top again. So there is some areas here where you can see that it's been sanded more, but overall it looks a little bit worn, just a little bit, and I've done that on purpose. So there are areas where it's slightly less and slightly more. It was already stained at the very beginning anyway, and as through the process, with all the things going on and all the rest of it, I thought, hey, it's already got some screw holes from what it used to be beforehand. It's already got some damage over here, for example. Better to leave it so it's worn a little bit to fit with that, rather than trying to get a perfect table finish. It's been polished, and it's all looking good. I looked at comparative tables. What is she doing? Holly! Holly, get off the flowers! Right, I'm gonna have to tell Jason on you, you little dog. Standing on flowers. Anyway. Oh my goodness. So, back to the table. It's really good. I looked at comparative tables to see if I could get a price. Basically, no one seems to be picking up sticks and turning them into furniture. Go figure. Anyway, we looked at comparative tables, and within the same kind of either niche or the same kind of bespoke kind of angle, handmade, all that kind of stuff. And we thought, hey, 150, 125 is probably good. I think I've already got a buyer for 125 for this table. So that's fantastic. It's someone that's been watching the videos, so I hope that when they get it, they enjoy that. So over here, we've got something else. So you know how I've been doing the table? This is the under side of one of the top surfaces. Yeah, there's damage there, but that won't be seen because this will be upside down. This will be the part of the top. These here, they're just parts of when something's really secure and you've got a parcel coming. But I thought, hey, keep these. They'll be useful for something. I've already preserved those three. I filled the holes and gaps in these. See that there crack? I filled that in with sawdust and wood glue, and it's actually come out really nice. And that means it will be a lot firmer, and I'll be able to do stuff with that and avoid it cracking again. So that's great. So I've got to preserve that. I've got to stain these, and when I do, I will put them on those to dry. So they've got very few contacts to the actual material. That way the stain won't rub off in many places. By the time they get stained the second time, it will be as if nothing's happened to any of the surfaces, because I'll probably have them somewhere else laying on there next time they're stained. So yeah, doing that so that they don't get much stain rubbed off them. So I've got some stuff here, preservative for the one that I've filled, because that one didn't catch up with the others, and I've got some stain that's in the garage that I'm going to use with some of that other stuff. And then we've got this. So this is actually a cupboard door. It's a cupboard door that Jason's already got a full kitchen in, and he had a spare door. And I was wondering what to do with it. I thought the middle panel was MDF with some coating on it, some like fascia put on it, so that it looks good. Turns out, it's actually proper wood. Got proper grain in there and everything. And this is the actual wood surface. It's just been finished up really nice. So what I did, is I cut it out. Perfect. Do you know what? Let's show this somewhere where there's actual light, or good lighting at least a little bit. So I cut it into a good square out of that, and we drilled 4 holes. Well, I drilled 4 holes in it, and we've set up string at the back like a picture. We're not just going to have wood hanging on the wall like its own picture, but something that Jason's done, some like bead art where you stick some kind of they're like sequins, but they're actually like little plastic beads down, and it makes a picture of like a house, like a farmhouse or something. It's going to go on this, and this is going to be like the actual picture frame and backing. That way we've actually had something useful come out of this. I was going to put a hole in each side and just jig from those 2 holes, but I actually drilled the 3 holes before I'd actually thought it through. But to be honest, I was not going to keep the inside of that anyway. So yeah. Regarding the rest of this material, I think I'll keep the top here and the bottom and parts of the middle, but I'll have to get rid of the places where we've got these fitting areas, these holes for fittings and such, and the hinges. But I could still use some of this material, so we'll see what we turn this into later. I think I actually might use the top and the bottom of this for another project I'm going to be doing. So this is the leftover bit of wood for the end of the table, for example, and I've drawn some triangles in there. They're right angle triangles, or equilateral. I think that's what they are anyway. And there's 2 there, so in total there's 4 that I can get out of this. When I do cut them, I intend to make them into a triangle corner shelving unit using some of the wood from that. So if you've got a wall here and a wall there, and we're looking straight down onto the unit, we'll get a cutout about there, and we'll put a wood slat going up the unit, attaching to each shelf. And that way it's got 2 pieces of wood going up each wall, which I'll use to mount it to the wall, and those 2 pieces of wood will also be used in holding the shelves together, therefore defeating the need for any kind of supports between the shelves. Kind of almost bringing about a floating shelf, but it's definitely not, because you can see basic brackets in there. But yeah, that's the idea. That will go in a friend of Jason's lounge. Just, don't want to bin stuff. Want to use it all. So, I'm going to use it, Anyway, he needs shelf space. And that's what I'm doing at the moment. Oh, 1, 2, 5 for that. That's not bad, given those sticks and bits of wood I found and traded for. Yeah, not too bad at all. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for watching. And I'll try and keep you guys up to date.